Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a really fascinating culinary transformation. We're taking a humble, traditional Indian flatbread and basically upgrading it into an absolute nutrient-dense powerhouse. We're making channa paratha. It's not just about blindly following a recipe here. It's about culinary engineering. It's about maximizing flavor and completely rethinking how we look at the everyday ingredients sitting right in our kitchens. So, here's the big question. How do you pack maximum nutrition into a single crispy flatbread? We all know the struggle, right? Sneaking extra veggies or proteins into a dough, well, it usually makes it soggy, heavy, or just plain bland. It totally ruins the texture. But what if there was a zero-waste solution that actually amplified the flavor while preserving that perfect, satisfying crunch? That is exactly the mystery we're unlocking today. It really all comes down to this one core philosophy. Extract maximum flavor and nutrition from every single ingredient. Think about it. In so many modern kitchens, we boil vegetables or legumes, and then we literally pour the most nutrient-rich part, the water, right down the drain. Well, today's explainer flips that narrative completely on its head. We're going to make absolutely sure that not a single drop of flavor or nutrition goes to waste in our pursuit of the perfect flatbread. Okay, let's dive right into this by first defining our ultimate goal, which is kasta. In the culinary world, particularly in South Asian cuisine, kasta describes a texture that is exceptionally flaky, incredibly crispy, and just beautifully layered. Think of that crunch that just shatters perfectly when you bite into it. Our magic trick today is achieving that beautiful kasta texture while hiding an incredible nutritional punch right inside the dough itself. Let's meet the MVPs that are going to make this happen. We're keeping the prep incredibly simple and fast. First up, kala channa. It's an absolute staple, known for its earthy, nutty flavor and seriously high protein content. Next, we have our aromatics. For this, grab an onion, 1 roughly chopped, and a tomato, 1 roughly chopped. And finally, the secret weapon for both nutrition and just breathtaking color, 1 beetroot, roughly chopped. Notice the emphasis on rustic, hearty prep here. This isn't some fussy, delicate recipe. It's efficient and it's packed with purpose. When we combine these core ingredients, we elevate the nutritional baseline way beyond what you'd ever expect from a standard flatbread. Take a look at this breakdown. Nearly half of our nutritional profile here, about 45%, is driven by the protein-packed channa. 35% comes from the beetroot, which injects essential vitamins, antioxidants, and that stunning, vibrant red hue. And the final 20%? That's our aromatic foundation from the onions and tomatoes. So this isn't just a carb, guys. It's practically a complete, balanced meal in a single slice. Now, the magic truly happens in the technique. It's a simple, 4-part method to extract and preserve every single nutrient. Basically, you throw everything in a pressure cooker and separate water and blend the puree. But the most critical step of the whole shebang? You save water to knead dough with spices added in it later. This sequence right here, this is what unlocks all that hidden potential. I want to pause here for a second and just really emphasize this stark rule. Do not throw away that cooking water. I honestly cannot stress this enough. This reserved liquid is no longer just plain water. It is a vibrant, vitamin-rich goldmine. It's holding the water-soluble vitamins from the beetroot, the earthy essence of the black chickpeas, and all that savory umami from the onion and tomato. Pouring this down the drain is literally pouring away the best health benefits of the entire dish. So the crucial point is exactly how we apply this liquid goldmine. A standard paratha dough is simply flour and plain water. It's a blank canvas, sure, but nutritionally speaking, it's a massive missed opportunity. Compare that to our kasta power dough. We're taking our flour and kneading it with aromatic spices, folding in that rich beetroot and channa puree we just blended, and binding the whole thing together with our reserved, spiced cooking water. We've basically replaced every single plain element with a nutritionally superior, wildly flavor-packed alternative. This perfectly illustrates how our zero-waste vehicle actually operates in practice. Our liquid is upgraded from plain boring water to a spiced reserved broth. And our moisture base, which usually relies on heavy oils or plain water just to stay pliable, well, that now utilizes a rich, blended puree of vegetables and legumes. Every single element of the dough acts like a sponge, soaking up the exact nutrients we extracted during that pressure cooker phase. It's a perfect closed-loop culinary system. Which brings us to this incredibly powerful number, 0. 0 is the amount of nutrition lost in this process. And what does this matter to us? Because by just rethinking how we handle our boiling water and our cooked solids, you are locking all those vital vitamins right back into the dough. You still get that phenomenal, flaky, crispy kathatha texture you crave for sure, but now it's bursting with the earthy flavors of kala channa, it's elevated by spices, and visually popping with that bright red color of beetroot. You've sacrificed absolutely nothing in texture and gained everything in health. Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder as we wrap up. What everyday recipes will you elevate next by simply rethinking your food waste? Seriously, if we can turn a simple flatbread into a kala chana kasta partha masterpiece just by saving the cooking liquid and pureeing the aromatics, imagine what else is possible right in your own kitchen. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Now go get creative, start experimenting with these techniques, and please stop pouring your incredible flavor down the drain.